Well, no doubt this has definitely been a rainy start to the summer. So kind of the early bird gets the worm. The person who jumps on the sunny day gets the result. Louis Otero is here this morning with Refined Home Finishes, and he certainly has been dodging the rain, but the work's getting done where you can. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah, it's been raining, but on the days that it's sunshine, we're out there and we're getting it done.
Well, I kind of wanted to stress that point because a lot of people have been wanting to get you, but you can't control the weather. You're not that powerful. So I bet you as the summer goes along, you're going to be very, very, very busy.
Yeah, we've been actually, you know, because of the weather, we've been kind of pushing things and fitting it in for people. But yeah, the rain it plays a tricky role.
So let's talk about what it is that you do. Most folks know it by now. They've driven past the beautiful homes that you've made look even prettier. But we can talk outside stuff today, the lime wash, and then just general painting that you do as well. But with the lime wash, since we're talking a little bit about the weather, if you were to start today and you intend to have the week, and say Thursday's forecast pops up some rain, can you just pause and then pick back up again?
Absolutely, yeah. We just stop and we wait for it to dry out, and then we start back up on Friday. So if we were going to finish on a Friday, we're just going to finish on a Saturday, and we'll get it done. But I kind of wanted to talk about the process a little bit, because we wash everything, right? So we pressure wash the whole house, the brick, you know, if we're painting siding or soffits, if we're painting gutters, we wash the whole house. And then we caulk with a cement caulking if there's any cracks. You know how sometimes brick might get some cracks in there. We'll fill all those in.
Okay. And
then we use the Italian lime that also solidifies that brick and sturdies that brick. So some older homes that are, you know, everything's kind of loose, you know, we've never really touched on that. But when we caulk it and then we add the lime, it solidifies and strengthens the brick, you know. And so with the brick being you know, lime washed or covered fully, it really helps the brick and makes it last. Okay,
so I've been talking to you for years, and somehow the light bulb moment just went on for me a month or so ago when we talked, because you do have the kind of the aged look of the lime wash, and then you referenced the full coverage. So if you're going for that full coverage look, that's not a lime wash? Or is it?
It's lime, but we just cover it fully, so there's
not the wash.
There's no distress like the picture in the back here that you can see actual brick peeking through.
Okay.
So we cover it fully, covered in it. To me, it's more of a more modern take to the painting of the lime. So
okay, let's say that on the strengthening factor, the lime or the lime wash, both are going to strengthen?
Yes, they're both a mineral paint.
The secret's the lime.
Yes, it's the lime. Yeah, and that's how they have done it in Europe for centuries, is on masonry, is use lime. And so that's why you should only do lime on your brick and not paint, because the paint will eventually flake and peel and crack.
Right.
And so the lime soaks into the brick and becomes one with the brick.
I think it's interesting though to hear about it being the strengthener, because you think about those old English homes that have the aged white and the ivy growing up, but the lime is protecting it.
It has protected it, and it has kept it pretty solid for many, many years.
It makes a lot of sense when you stop and think about it.
Yep.
So you mentioned the more modern look if you go with the full coverage. Not everybody wants that. Whites, my goodness, Louis, there are so many different shades of white. So you're helping people pick the right color.
Yeah, color and whites and off-whites and beiges and so many different colors. But I kind of see what their vision is, and I try to help them pick out some of the more trendy, popular colors right now that are, you know, trending. I don't know, you know, even interior paints, there's a million white shades of white.
Yeah.
You know, but
your head will hurt.
But then there's like 2 or 3 that people talk about, you know. So, you know, that's kind of the same thing with the exteriors. There's some popular off-whites and whites that people are going with.
Okay, talk about the siding houses. Sometimes they don't get the love when you and I have these conversations, but they want those houses to look good too. If you have hardy plank or something, really that's only going to hold you, what, 5 or 7 years before you need to repaint it anyway?
I mean, they say 8 to 10 years.
8 to 10.
But especially if your home is getting beat up by the sun, you know, some areas you'll see will fade quicker, right? We've stained front doors. A lot people call us all the time, hey Louis, can you restain my door? And we end up putting like a marine varnish on the outside because that door is just getting pummeled with sun all the time.
So if you do it, you can do something protective on that hot sunny spot to keep it from wearing so quickly? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying that area might fade quicker.
Okay.
That's just, you can't beat the sun. The sun is gonna fade that area, especially if it's getting hit a lot with sun.
You help people there too know how to choose the right color, because you can have a lot of fun with picking the right color on a sided house.
Yeah, I help with design a lot and colors. So you know, if the customer has a vision on a certain color combo, I can help them with those colors and choosing kind of what goes. And I do a lot of beautiful homes, as you've seen but I can help with those colors.
He'll make your home beautiful if you give him a call. But you don't delay too long, because when the weather gets cold, and we're already halfway through the year, he can't do it in the real cold weather.
Yeah, under 40 degrees we don't paint.
And then now people are waiting to get their houses done. So go ahead and get on that list, and that way you'll have it the way you want it.
Yes, and I wanted to say, if you call me today, I'll try to be there today so we can get the estimate rolling.
Very important to mention. Refined Home Finishes is the business. That's also his website, refinedhomefinishes.com, and definitely check him out on social media to see the amazing work he does. Love it, Louis.